Hey guys, Bubfish here, and welcome back to another episode on the BunchaSquares SMP. This is episode 29. We're already on episode 29. I can't believe it. It's pretty ridiculous, and things have been going kind of crazy. It's been about a week and a half, actually, since I've recorded an episode, and a lot of things have been getting done. A lot of things have changed. A lot of things have gotten really, really exciting. So let me show you around spawn here, and I will try and catch you up on what you guys have missed. Let's start with any profits we may have received from here. Not seeing anything. And this is actually something interesting to note. I believe that Rising has bought the Infinite XP Pass, but has not paid for it yet. That's interesting. So we may have to go and collect on that at some point. We're still empty on Elytra, and that's good because the Traveling Fish has actually sold. Oh, hello. End rods have sold. That's good. But no, the Traveling Fish has actually sold, I think, something like 19 chests. So at some point, I'm going to be going to the end. I'm going to be finding some Elytra to restock everything with. And that should all be good. Okay, so I still need to restock the Prismarine. I might do that at some point today. But yes, so okay, 8 diamonds there. That's not too bad. Let's see what we've got over here. I think we may have some sales. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But we're looking at, right here, mending books at the new low price of 12 diamonds. Well, that means something special must have gone down for me to drop the price that much. You guessed it. We finally have a mending villager. And it was actually County's doing. County actually went out about 3,000 blocks and found a village with a mending villager. I spent all that time, built that villager breeder essentially for, well, not for nothing, because now I can use all those villagers to get emeralds and buy myself mending books anytime I want. That is fantastic. But that's not the only stuff that's going down here at spawn. For starters, back here behind the Traveling Fish, we have, well, the Villager Trading Hall has been removed and demolished, and it has been replaced with this. It's like the Cave Top Mob Drop Shop or something. So we've got bone blocks in here. That's a pretty decent price. Well, I mean, it basically is 1 diamond per stack. That's pretty good. Rotten Flesh, I'll probably buy those out because I can sell those for emeralds really quickly. String, that's always good. Looks like somebody's bought some string. And this is Tezekio's shop, by the way, which is super cool, I think. Oh, and he wants us to pay him here. I don't think that's going to be happening. I think people are just going to put it in the chests. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. But, we've got further expansions. The Mushroom Cloud rocket shop has been doing some interesting stuff. We have the addition of Tier 2 and Tier 3 rockets, both, I think, at a stack piece. I think that's what they are, like a stack per diamond. I don't know. I haven't really done much there. Wonder what this is, though. There's a piece of netherrack outside of Hinsel Mansion's base. Oh, God. Okay. Alright. So, we have another competing religion to the Leaf. That's good. I think at this point, I'm not even paying attention to it anymore. I thought it was a fun little project, but I think it's getting totally out of hand. It's just a little too dumb right now. But over here, you can see, we have another shop that has popped up. And that is Tezekio's Rocket Shop. So we have competing rockets. We have the Mushroom Cloud, and we have the Rocket Shop. 1 diamond for 2 stacks, which is a ridiculously good price. I bought about a shulker box worth of rockets just the other day, which is super cool, which is super neat. I absolutely love how that's running so far. He's got quite a mob dropper, and he is capitalizing off it. It's actually over in the industrial area. So that is super cool. I completely forgot to mention this as I was saying all the things that have changed and the fact that I've got a mending villager. I also went and did quite an excursion into the Nether and came back with 3 wither skulls, which I promptly went into the end with and killed the wither in the end. Now that turned out to be a bit of a mistake. I thought there was a way of sort of glitching the wither into some bedrock. The bedrock portal. Turns out he currently just glitches right through it, and I had to fight him by jumping off the edge of the island. And things got really crazy there for a minute. But no, I actually was able to get this, and I now have a diamond beacon, no less, that is living right here in the museum. And we also have, if you look over here, the original, the OG, the prime origin block that came from this very spot. So, that's pretty cool. This is a nice new exhibit area, and I think I'm going to see if I can maybe get another nether star or something to just kind of showcase the different, ingredients or whatever. I'm liking how this is all turning out. Plus, the beam looks amazing. And yeah, let's head down here, and I will show you what has been happening down here. Yeah, so here is the Mending Villager. Mendy Mendoza, which is basically because I couldn't come up with a good name for him on the spur of the moment, which is okay. Maybe I will see what you guys think of the name, or if somebody has a better suggestion for our friend Mendy over here. Okay, so cool. Yes, I think that's pretty much what has changed. I mean, the sugarcane farm I haven't really expanded at all. I did go down this way and make this area for nether wart, even though I don't use that much of it. I'll probably never use what I already have on hand. But, that's worth it. That's worth it to me to have that there. Maybe I can do something with it later if I get really crazy into brewing or something. Yeah, this is kind of cool. I really like how this is turning out. What was I going to do today? I had plans, and I'm now blanking on them. Oh, that's right. I'm actually going to be building an exhibit today. Another big one. This time it's going to be the minerals and geology section. So it's going to be all the different, stone blocks. But I'm going to do some crazy different stuff with it, I think. We'll have to see how that all turns out. But I forgot, and I'm correcting this right now. There is one more really, really neat shop over here that has popped up in the past couple of days. I love this design, by the way. This is absolutely... It looks like it's a little funky cafe or something. I don't know. I love it. But this is Rising's Funky Tunes. And if you come in here... Well, obviously, he's got the DJ booth, and he's got the 2 armor stands going ham on it. I love that he's got a pig head on this one. I want a pig. I want a pig head. But anyhow, so it's sort of like there's a dance floor down here, and a little table here, and a jukebox in the corner. And over here we've got the different discs that are for sale, because I don't know, this is some really cool stuff here. And I've already gone and I've bought the stall disc, which I think is my favorite of all of them. But I think I also want to grab a strad while I'm here. So that's 2 diamonds in here. Cool. So, yes, there we go. I think that is pretty much what's been happening at spawn. Everybody's been working on their new bases, everybody's been working on their new mob grinders and everything, and there's a lot of that sort of stuff that I don't have time to show you right now, but I will later in the episode if I feel like it. So, yes, let's get back over here, and we will begin with the new exhibit that we have in mind. Okay, so these exhibits are coming along quite well. I really like how this is turning out, but I'm running into an issue here. I want these to be something that you can view perfectly fine and perfectly clearly, but can't actually just get up into. I mean, you're not supposed to get up into exhibits in most museums. I want this to be something that actually is sort of walled off, but I also want like a clear view of these things. And I'm thinking maybe glass panes as opposed to this? Maybe? I mean, clear glass panes, would that work? Would that still be too blocky? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do here, because I don't want I mean, maybe I could do full blocks here instead of the half slabs that I've got. You know, let's test that out real quick. Okay, so I've tried the 1 block high here and putting something up above, and this isn't the worst thing ever. You can still see everything perfectly fine. But that's just not right. These half slabs just don't work for this. It definitely makes it kind of unfriendly to try and look through. So maybe what I need to do is just well, maybe if I just have this 1 block high, so there's sort of like a visible physical barrier, so it doesn't, like, you know, you're not supposed to jump over this. If this was 3 high, no, because then you can't see the full block, you can't see the full exhibit. That's no good. Oh, this is, man, designing a museum is hard, people. Okay, so then I thought, what would it look like if I just had the fences in here? Well, the fences look okay, but then you've got the glowstone here every 2 or 3 blocks in the floor, and that just, that looked terrible with the fence on top of those. So I put those here. I brought them up to 3 high, I've brought them back down to 2 high, and honestly, I think that's almost too noisy. That's like, it almost distracts from the exhibit with the funky fences going on here. And I'm not changing them out for spruce, and I'm not changing these out for dark oak. So I think we might be back at the original idea, which is just, I don't know what the original idea was at this point. I think we're just going to have to go with spruce slabs on the ground. That might just be what it is, and you know what? It's an open exhibit. I just busted a hole in the floor. Great. That's not intentional. Okay. Let's go back up. Alright, I've changed my mind one more time. I think it's going to be this 2 high block scenario here, and I think that's probably just going to work the best. I mean, obviously it's a visual barrier more than anything. You can just hop right over it. You can, you know, if you're going to be a troublemaker, you'll be a troublemaker. But I think this should be good, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the carpet from in front of this, so the signs explaining each exhibit can go on this low wall. And I think that should work really, really well. This is looking really good, and once again, I'm surprised by how much space these exhibits are taking up. And I know I don't have to have them this close together, or this far apart, rather, and that's all up to me. But I think they look best when they've given enough space, you know? It's like the paintings. You don't want them all stacked on top of one another. You want them so people can actually wander through the room and enjoy them. And I've also made sure to differentiate different things. I mean, obviously we've got the valuable gems, essentially, the stones here. And then we have the actual metals here. We have coal, which kind of is its own thing, really. And then we have the extra dimensional block, the quartz, which I think looks really good in here with everything else. Yeah, this is looking really neat. This is looking really, really neat. I'm a fan of this. Okay, so now I think I'm going to have, I think my museum is going to have security guards stationed in a couple of the exhibits. So I think right here we're going to have a guard, you know, standing here at attention. I might hire a few more squid people to be my security guards for this museum. And then I'm also going to have sort of a mini exhibit over here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sort of like a little replica cave type space with somebody, maybe a squid person, mining out ore, which should look kind of cool if I can get that to work. So yeah, okay, yeah, I will be right back. I'm going to see what I can do with that. So guys, I realized that I was missing a couple of key components to my displays. one of which was being red sand, obviously, because I had sand and gravel, but not red sand and not red sandstone. But I also forgot that I want to have like a cross-section of a mesa biome, and somewhere in here, what is this? I don't even know what this block is. I never use it. Orange terracotta? Okay. I'm just going to grab another piece of this while I'm here. Cool. Orange sandstone doesn't generate normally, does it? Okay, you know what? I'm going to actually grab a bunch of this and maybe make a couple of sandstone funky blocks. Oh. Okay, that was that was not what I was expecting to have happen there. Cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a high point on the biome here. And then I'm just going to dig straight down. Yeah, I know it's a terrible idea, but I'm going to dig straight down until I do not encounter any more of the stained terracotta. And hopefully that means that the order will be preserved accurately in my inventory. Maybe. Okay, so I'm going to start right here. This is a great place to have a cross section. And I'm just going to go straight down. Wish me luck. Okay, so the mesa biome was actually a lot deeper than I thought, so I have had to take some creative liberties with how this cross section looks, but I believe that this is sort of like a stereotypical standard cross section, and I think it looks really good sitting off here in the corner. I think I got every color of clay that was available there. And it looks really nice, I think. And of course we have the clay right here next to it, looking awesome. And I've gone to extend this and forgotten what I was doing, I suppose. But yes, I also have the red sand that has been added in, along with a lot of the different blocks down here. We've got the nether blocks and the end blocks. So the dimensional blocks are down here. Obsidian gets kind of its own little display pillar, and I think I might do something fun with that. But yeah, this is coming together quite well. I actually really like how these displays look on the floor. I'm really happy with it. So, alright, where was I going with this? I still need to get my security guard in here, and I still need to make the little cave display area. Boy, oh boy. Well, alright, let's just jump right into that, and I will be right back. Well, I think this display turned out wonderfully. I've got the villager here. He's mining away. And because this is actually meant to be a display, I've kept the base on the armor stand. And there you see, he's just mined a little bit of gold ore, which I know you can't do with a... Oh, you can't do that with a stone pickaxe, can you? I'll be right back. Okay, after that mild dirt moment, we've corrected this stand to be scientifically accurate to how gold is mined. We have him standing here mining his gold with his iron pickaxe. Yes, okay, we've got that correct. We've got sort of this nice little cave diorama over here. I want to fix up the carpet on this side. There we go. That looks better. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks really nice. I think that's cool. Well, that actually is... That is most of what I had planned for this area, honestly. Obviously, I'll have... When the museum's done, I think I'm going to populate it with a few more armor stand people and maybe actual villagers, depending. I mean, I actually went and I put a security guard here for a little while, but then I realized he just didn't fit, and it didn't make sense to have him there, so I might put like a scientist back there or something. I don't know. I'm not set in stone on any of that yet. But overall, I think this looks pretty fantastic. I do have some other things that I'd like to come up with for this space, because this is a lot of empty space in the middle, and I'd like to have, you know, maybe some sort of display or another. But for right now, I think that is pretty dang good. So I've actually taken a bit of a longer break than I initially planned on. I've gone and I've put all the labels on the new displays, and that looks really cool. But if you look out past the parrot, there's a brand new building over here, and this is County's Library. which is a thing, apparently. Welcome to the library. Enjoy your stay. And literally, it is a place that sells free books. I helped get a lot of these bookshelves in here. It's a very, very silly looking build, but I do appreciate it. Other, okay. Armor related, okay. So there's a couple books there. And then this is weapon and tool related. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. There's the Curse of Vanishing. County really has a thing for Curse of Binding and Curse of Vanishing. Hasn't put any written books in yet, but I know she's starting a collection, which is actually a really interesting idea. I don't know if I've ever seen something like this in anybody's world, which is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know what it is, honestly. I'm kind of waiting to see what the books are. But while I was over here helping with some of this, I figured, what I really should do is check and see how the slime shop is doing, because I hear somebody's been buying some, and they've been buying all. So I've got another 24 diamonds in the bank. That means I should probably restock this shop here. And there you have it. We have restocked the slime ball. That looks much better. Okay, so yeah, things are kind of winding down on the realm. As you see, it's almost nighttime. And honestly, I think I'm kind of running out of time for this. I was going to do some more recording, maybe go to the end, maybe do a few other things, but really, I just don't have a ton of time. Oh my goodness, there's a duck up by Tezekio's Floating Islands. That is one of the derpiest looking animals I've ever seen. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's the duck from the... Look at this! It's the duck from the duck thing. I'll be. Well, anyhow, guys, I'm kind of curious to see what's going on with that. I think that might be rising. He was mentioning something about that, so yeah, that should be fun. But anyhow, guys, this has been this time. That will be that time, and I have just run out of time. So I will catch you next time. It may be a little while before my next video comes up. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle here for a little bit. It might be, moving and a new job and a few other things, depending on where that winds up. But anyhow, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you next time. Bye!